Hi, my name is not Eleanor, you can call me Anna. I was tagged by Roya Eve Reads to do the Fantastic Beast tag, which was created by Peter from Peter Clark the writer. You can check out his video in the description below. Question number 1 is Niffler. Seeking out treasure like jewelry or coins and stealing whatever they can get their claws on is their greatest skill. What is a book you've borrowed or stolen? I honestly can't think of any books that I have stolen, which is probably a good thing. I often borrow books from the library, but at the moment I've actually got a book that I borrowed from G-SWIZZEL. You can check out her channel if you click here, and I borrowed A Court of Mist and Fury. I tried to read it too and I gave up. So I apologize if you are really excited for me to get into this and find out how much better than the first one it is, but I only got through like maybe 3 chapters at the most. Question number 2 is Bowtruckle. Pickett is one of Newt's favourite creatures who has a talent for picking locks. What is your personal favourite book that unlocks the key to your true personality? Need I say more? Question number 3 is Thunderbird. One flap of a thunderbird's wings can create enormous storms, and their power gives them the ability to sense danger. What is a book that creates a storm of discussion because of the danger it attracts? The only book that I could think of to use for this without using a book that I don't like is Illuminae. At the moment this book seems to be so popular, which I am so happy about because this book is amazing. It's written really well and it's just incredible. I haven't got Gemini yet, haven't read it yet, so I apologize and please don't give me any spoilers, but I am so keen to read that one as well. But yeah, I think it's just because everyone seems to be getting into this at the moment that it just opens up discussion because everyone wants to talk about it. Question number 4 is Swooping Evil, an extremely scary creature that is capable of sucking out brains and whose venom can erase any bad memory. What is a book you'd like to forget? Question number 5 is Demiguise. Peaceful beasts that can turn invisible and have light precognitive abilities, allowing them to feel the future and change it by anticipating outcomes. What is a book that depicts and predicts a possibly visible future, bleak or otherwise? And I chose Ready Player One, which I literally just finished reading last night. It is amazing. I am just kind of obsessed with it right now. You really should read it. Basically, it's set in the future where everything is done online and it's like this virtual world that you log onto. It's called the Oasis. But yeah, it's really, really good. I love it. And yeah. Question number 6 is Okami. They can grow to the size of a football field or shrink to the size of a tiny teacup. What is the largest book you own and the smallest book you own? So for the largest, I was actually tossing up because I have a couple books which are pretty similar in size, but a couple of them like a millimeter taller or a millimeter thicker, and in the end the one I chose is basically because it's the heaviest out of the ones that I was tossing up between, and that has to be Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Illustrated Edition. It's really heavy and it's gorgeous and it's big and I love it. As for the smallest book I own, this is probably not actually the smallest book I own if we're counting like little notebooks and stuff which are like that kind of size, but the actual book that I have that's the smallest I think would go to this, your Meow-velous. It's adorable and I love it, and it's got cats. Look! Question number 7 is Nundu. Difficult to catch, they can move silently despite their immense size. What is an audiobook you listen to whilst traveling? And I have to be honest, I don't really listen to audiobooks much. The only kind of thing that comes close is Cabin Pressure. I have listened to some Cabin Pressure, but it's not really even an audiobook, it's just like one of those audio shows. Honestly, when I'm traveling, the main thing I do is listen to music, so if you're interested, my favourite band at the moment is Icon for Hire. I've been listening to their latest album on repeat. Question number 8 is Graphorn. Newt has saved the last breeding pair, and without him the species as a whole would have gone extinct. What is a book that is going extinct that you want to save? And I don't really know if it's going extinct, it's just that I never hear anyone talking about this. So it's a book called I Am Not Invisible by Marcus Sedgwick. I don't have it because I did actually borrow it from the library when I read it, but it is a really good book. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but written so well, and just the little things that are woven in. It's a really, really good read, so you should check that one out. Question 9 3/4 is Billywig. Their powerful sting can affect both muggles and magical folk alike. What is the book you've read with someone else that stung you both emotionally? And I have to give this one to the Riri Revelations. I don't have the books with me right now, but they are so good and so emotional, and my sister and I are reading them together. We finished the Revelations and now we're on to the Chronicles, but they are such good books. I can't even express it enough. Like, you have to read these books, please. If you like fantasy, any kind of fantasy, it's the book book for you. And lastly, question number 10 is irrompent. A friendly creature unless you're a foe. Their thick hide can repel most spells and charms. What is an extremely dense read that was hard for you to get through? And I have to give this to The Lord of the Rings because that was really hard to get through. It was really, really tricky. Even though I absolutely loved it and I don't regret it, it was hard to get through it. Thank you so much, Roya, for tagging me in this. The questions are really interesting, so I really enjoyed doing it. I have tagged a few people of my own, so check out in the description below and see if you've been tagged. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and leave a comment down below. If you like Harry Potter or just books in general, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel by clicking here. I do tend to talk a lot about Harry Potter. It happens. And you can also check out my various links to social medias down at the bottom of my description. Ciao for now, monkeys!